चेंजिंग सो फास्ट, डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इतनी हो रही है और इतनी तेजी से हो रही है कि आपको एक टेक्नोलॉजी समझने में जो 1 2 3 साल लगते थे पहले, 10 साल पहले, तो 1 महीने में 2 महीने में वो आउटडेटेड हो जाते है ना। कि आई जस्ट सॉ अ मीम yesterday on Instagram. Somebody had shared a screenshot. Somebody had saved a folder called Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp as old people apps. Under the folder called old people apps on the phone. People are not even using that anymore. Right? So, इतनी तेजी से जब डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हो रहा है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं ये कर दूंगा और मैं सेफ रहूंगा अगले 25 साल, अगले 20 30 साल। 20 30 साल की तो बात छोड़ दीजिए, आप अगले 2 महीने में क्या होगा आपको नहीं पता। as I can say, using sir's वो का एग्जाम्पल, हो सकता है आज रात को 8 बजे मित्रों करके अनाउंसमेंट आ जाए, लॉकडाउन हो जाए। सोचा किसी ने? नहीं ना। आ जाएगा 7 बजे अनाउंसमेंट, 8 बजे टीवी चालू करो, कल से 2 महीने लॉकडाउन बंद, खत्म बात है ना। तो क्या करोगे? जूम, गूगल मीट, तो 3 साल गुजार लिया आपने, राइट। सो इतनी तेजी से जब वर्ल्ड बढ़ रहा है, तो हम क्या रेडी हैं उसके लिए? उसके लिए हमको क्या करना होगा? उसके लिए हमको क्या पढ़ना होगा? हम अपने आप को अडेप्टेबल कैसे कर सकते हैं? हम अपने आप को ये मतलब इतनी तेजी से ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जो हो रहा है, हम रेडी हैं क्या उसके लिए? एमबीए जरूरत पड़ेगी, क्योंकि मैनेजमेंट का तो करना ही पड़ेगा। टेक्नोलॉजी हो, टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं हो, जो भी हो, ultimately it all comes down to humans, and you need to manage humans, and you need to be a leader. You need to manage people, you need to manage technologies, you need to manage business, you need to manage everything else around you. So this is where MBA lies, and the future of MBA also lies.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Getting into a premier educational institute can only give you certain opportunities, but converting those opportunities into reality lies into your hands. The professors or the institutions is not going to sit for the interviews or the placement process. It is you who will be facing those interviews, and if you cannot satisfy the requirements of the corporates, you will not be going to be placed only because you are from a particular institute. So return on investment should not be only talked in terms of how much we are paying and how much we are earning back, but it should be how much we are investing in ourselves to develop ourselves within the 2 years.
Many of the students who visited our counter use the word passion. So I'm passionate about this, I'm passionate about that. And this is being used with disdain, Anyone and everyone is passionate about something or the other. Okay. So can someone from the group explain me what is passion?
The immense desire.
Desire, okay. Desire is one word. Anyone else?
Yes, what are you passionate about?
Desire is one explanation about passion. Anyone else?
We enjoy doing.
You enjoy doing, okay, great. Desire, enjoyment. 2 3 answers more, please. Determination of doing, so determination. Hobby you want to do professionally. Okay, great, thanks. My definition of passion is, if you are passionate about something, you should not think about a remuneration. You should be able to do it freely. That is where passion comes in. If you are not ready to do it freely, that means that is not passion. It is only a desire or enjoyment or things like that. So whatever you do, you join an MBA course, what happens is the first 1 or 2 months, we are all passionate about many things. After the first term, the passion goes down. Then you start thinking about shortcuts. 90% of the students carry the UG mentality to an MBA program. And that has to change. If you're not ready to change that, if you're not ready to look at the global aspects of the subjects that you study, if you're not ready to move out from the textbook mentality, then possibly success is very difficult.
No point that if you're passionate about your program, not passionate. जैसे सुबह मैंने पूछा था कैट क्यों दिया आपने बोला सर पीयर प्रेशर। सो आपकी कंपनी जब आएगी तो आपके दोस्तों को नहीं लेकर जाएंगे, वो कंपनी आपके लिए आएगी, एंड यू हैव टू बी रेडी टू प्रूव दैट व्हाट placement you're looking for and why are you looking for this placement and why companies should look at you as a candidate for a placement.
After that recession, most of the companies, the industries, they have started hiring management graduates only. Okay, that's when the MBA market has peaked up. What's the reason for that? Because these MBA graduates, they do have the basic knowledge. They can predict what can happen, what can go wrong in the, what is happening wrong in the organization and how that can be contained. So that's why MBA came into demand. Now you are seeking placements. So I am admission ho gaya hai. I am Ahmedabad, let's say.
So I will be getting a 1 crore package, is it? How many of you that there is almost like 10-15% of dropouts in even in the IIMs starting from the very first semester? How many of you are aware about that or still are aware about it? Please raise hands. So getting into good college, renowned like branded college, doesn't give you any surety about your placements, good packages. It's all about how do you pursue your 2 years over there. And before joining any college, you know, let's say the my curriculum gonna start. My first day of induction will be in the month of September, and today is February, right? So what you gonna do in these 4 or 5 months? So you have to equip yourself. So you have to undergo, you have to teach yourself with various certification courses, correct? So which specialization you are looking forward for? So based on that, there are a lot of certification courses available in the industry, free of cost also. There are a lot of platforms. LinkedIn is one of them. It's not the only one. It's one of them.
Yeah.
There are a lot of others. So how many of you planning to go for MBA in finance? I got 31 students who asked me about the MBA in finance placements on my counter. But I see only handful of here. So why are you shying away? See, when the front row was vacant, na, sir only forced you to come and sit in the first row. So that's short of leadership skills. Forget about the communication skills. If you want to grow in your career, so you have to be a leader among the, other team players of your organization, correct? So go ahead, equip yourself with lot of the certification courses available in the industry. MBA doesn't give you any surety. Yes, we are here to help you to get good placements, but you have to undergo a lot of assessment exams before that. So you have to make yourself equipped with the communication skills, leadership skills. There will be a lot of what we say aptitude exams as well. So are you ready for that? 2 years is not a game. It's not a play.
तो आपको कंपनी रेडी रहना पड़ेगा.
Yeah. We provide you 17, 18 certification courses based on your specializations. Are you ready for that? Who are looking for dual specialization, by the way? How many of you are looking for dual specialization? Is there any investment in dual specialization? Let's say I charge you 1 lakh for 2 years of your MBA. So I'm going to charge you separately for that dual specialization. No, you have to invest your time, sweat, and blood over there. Else, minor will be a gone thing for you. So certification courses make yourself involved with time management as well. Okay, I know a lot of you people are in your final semesters. So time management is one of the things that everyone not gonna learn. So you have to manage your time. That's how you will be successful.
Sir was asking about the challenges that you all will face immediately when you get into and a college for your MBA. Of course, life is actually full of challenges, and one of the major challenge that you will face is networking. And now, why are you facing a challenge with networking? Is because understanding people is very difficult, and there's something called as a global cultures, right? So once you start your program, that's your MBA program, you will see that everybody in your class is from different place. Understanding them is very difficult because people come from different backgrounds, their culture is different, the kind of language that they speak is absolutely different, right? If you all have watched Emily in Paris, how many of you all have watched Emily in Paris in Netflix, right? So have you all seen the kind of challenges she undergo, right? So the moment she comes to Paris, she's from US and she's coming to Paris for her work. She sees that, right, the very first day she's reached the office so early and then people have not even come, right? So, and then later the kind of challenges that she's facing with working with people in her office, right, from the boss and the other colleagues. But she tries to overcome all those challenges by understanding what people want, right? And then that's one of the biggest challenges that you will face. How you can overcome these challenges, try to build network as much as possible.
Having only good CAT percentile will not really open anything for you. That is nothing. It's just a part of that. Okay. After you get an admission in a good school, in a college, it all depends on how you perform. Okay. Companies don't really look into your CAT percentile. They look into what you have done for 2 years in the college. What activities you have participated. What are the awards, recognitions, what projects you have done, short-term project, internship project, research project, capstone project, all projects, how you have performed, What is your interaction between your own batchmates, classmates? Are you liked by the faculty members or not? Okay, you know that during the convocation time, there are a lot of awards, recognitions given on the best student, best awardee, depending on projects, etc.
Do your SWOT analysis. Don't just land up into something what sir said that because your friend is going into marketing, so you should also choose marketing. No, do your SWOT analysis. You must be good into something or the other. Nobody is born useless in life. So you have to find out. Please do it on priority.
Find out what are your strengths and weaknesses. That is most important. Now, I told you many students came to me saying that I should go for marketing or finance. So there are n number of specializations, but first list down what are your strengths and what do you want to become in life. If you want to become a marketing manager, you want to become a research analyst, you want to become a finance manager or a capital director manager, then you have to decide what is your interest, your inclination, and your skill set. Listed down strengths and weaknesses. Match it. You have to match your skills with your interest. It should match together.
So there are three main points that I personally learned from today's panel discussions. The first and foremost is aspiration, the first A. All of you are here today because you have that aspiration. But the level or the passion for that aspiration will vary in each individual. So first is, what is your aspiration in your life? Frankly speaking, we are here to talk about management and MBA, but a lot of you may not be having aspiration as just doing MBA, but rather start your own venture or maybe make good in your career, okay, successful in your career. And one direction for that is MBA. Out of this, say maybe 200, 300 students, not everyone will get into top tier colleges or they will not do even MBA. So do you think their aspiration is ended there? No. So one way to achieve your aspiration of successful career is MBA.